Hey everyone, I'm Brad Kivela from NAS. I'm the business and product manager here at NAS. My main role is to look after most of the product and strategy here at NAS for the commercial audio offerings in the market.
No worries. And so, I suppose, with the Integrate show, have you brought in any specific sort of focuses, any sort of
Yeah, we actually have. So we got three fairly recent new brands. In fact, one of them, Atlas ID, is only a couple of weeks old. We've been working in the background, of course, to make that happen and do the marketing, get the stock in, and those sorts of things to get it online. But Integrate really is the launch for Australia and New Zealand for Atlas IED, as well as Abston. So you can see a big LED screen behind me. So Atlas is another big powerhouse in LED, and we're focusing mainly on the installation and production markets of the LED product. And we also recently brought on Contactor, which is a hearing augmentation product. So they have wireless technology, RF and induction loop technology, and window intercom technology as well. So it's a full suite of products. And we're really proud and humbled to have those three new brands to offer the market.
Yeah, great. And so, delving a bit more into those technologies, I'm sure they would have been, played into part why you sort of chose these brands, especially a new one without any sort of background and stuff like that. So,
I guess I'll start with Atlas. So Atlas it's a massive brand. They have over 2,000 active SKUs. So, it's not everything's in the price list yet, but it will get there eventually. But it's an inclusive product line from go to own. What I mean by that is, from an import plate all the way through a DSP, through the amplifiers, all the way to the speakers at the end. It's a very inclusive product. It works well together. And there's a lot of different solutions for many different applications. And that was what was most attractive for us, to offer a holistic brand as a platform or a system as a total thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, could you go into you mentioned sort of some of the benefits there, is there any sort of recent challenges that sort of come to mind which these sort of solutions either streamline or sort of
there are still ongoing COVID challenges with supply. It's gotten a lot better, but there are still instances where a manufacturer, you order something from a manufacturer, like that part for whatever reason has been discontinued, or we've had to respin a board because it's a particular component that they don't make anymore that we can't get to manufacture. It is still happening. It's getting a lot better. Most of the redevelopment and respins on boards and those things have been done and completed. But there are still things that just appear out of nowhere. And it's no one's fault, it's just the reality of it. So those challenges, unfortunately, are still with us.
Yeah.
It can be hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think, at this point, people are a little tired of sort of the COVID talk, but the impacts, they're still there, but it seems to me more or less everyone's sort of normalised to it. Everyone's sort of learning to live with it a little bit more now.
Absolutely. I think we're all tired of hearing the word COVID. But the reality is it happens. We have to deal with it. I try not to talk about it too much, especially use the word. Yeah. But it is a reality that we all face, and I think the industry's kind of dealt with it really well and has rebounded quite well from it. I mean, last year, financial year, was our largest year on record for the company. So it was a fantastic year, successful year. Good supply has got a lot to do with that, but there are still some small challenges we face.
Yeah, okay then. Well, speaking of the boom, are there any sort of, coming from here on for the next 6 to 12 months, are there any sort of trends or anything that you are sort of picking up on, either product-wise, market, activity, any other kind?
That's an interesting question. For NAS, we're quite diversified in our market verticals. About 50% of our business is in the pro audio, rental sector and those sorts of things. That whole industry is facing some challenges with festivals being cancelled and that kind of thing. But the investment is still happening with our partners. They still have a roadmap of product, mainly with D&D, to acquire and purchase large systems and keep the momentum going and keep investing in the brand. And then the other side of it is, most of our other revenue is based from commercial installation type of products. And that pipeline is massive and it continues to grow. So it's quite healthy.
Yeah.
We do find though that the economy is pretty patchy. It's cost of living and all those things have a knock-on effect. The wholesale's always kind of the last one in the chain to feel that. So we do face some challenges with either budget cuts or, things get cancelled or whatever. But the pipeline's still good.
Yeah, nice. Fantastic. Any closing words, even about the show itself, what you've maybe noticed getting around? The reception you've been getting?
I haven't walked around. We've been so busy that I haven't had a chance to get around pretty much anywhere. I've kind of walked between our booth and our demo room, and I've really seen, one kind of aisle of the show.
Yeah.
It's a good show. It's been really busy. Everyone that I've spoken to, either a competitor or
How about the demo shows? Like, has there been any sort? What's been the reception from them?
Very positive.
Yeah.
I mean, Atlas ID, it's a 90-year-old brand. It's a great brand. It's got a lot of good history. They've had a lot of new innovation in products. They've spent a lot of money in R&D. There's new faces there. There's a recent new CEO and owner. It's a company that's really moving in the right direction, and we're glad that we're part of that story.
Yeah.